was here in regards to what they saw and what actually took place.
They said that they asked police to be at the funeral. Do you know if that's true? Were officers there?
Yeah, I don't have the information.
They asked police to be at the funeral. I mean, what community do you have to have police at a funeral? This guy definitely got shot. The guy who's dead, whose funeral was...
I'd definitely say he's involved in some kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Specifics on that, so I'm not going to comment at this time. But obviously, we'll look into that.
Any video you found? Anything that's...
There's certain video that we're looking into. Obviously, we have people up here that are experts in that work for us and do that very diligently, as well as the other agencies that are assisting us. So we're going to look at any and all video. And obviously, anybody that might have video that we're not aware of, we want you to contact us immediately so we can look at that.
Are you concerned about, and will you warn the neighborhood here on the north side about an escalation after this?
Obviously, yeah. We need to get together and coordinate all of our efforts and all the information that we have, so that we, anything that needs to be put out, obviously, we'll make sure that gets put out.
Just a couple more questions.
Specifically targeted, or do whoever do this just try to cause as much harm as possible?
Where I can't speak for somebody that did this. Anybody that would precipitate this type of violence, there's no justification for that. But obviously, we're looking into what we think the motive was.
5 people were sent to AGH. Where was the 6th person?
All right. So far, that's from the commander on the scene. Let's hear from the mayor, man. Mayor of Pittsburgh.
Well, it's hard to stand here today. It is. I never thought we'd be in a situation where someone like Rev has done so much for the community, but see her church shot up at a funeral. Just never could imagine it. Never.
I mean, come on, man. Come on, man.
Not a very good public speaker. At least so far, because he's all of this repeating of the words, like to try to emphasize how angry he is or whatever. That's a weak rhetorical tool.
He is a son, man. First of all, you got elected, right? So the fact that you got elected means that there's a lot of Sun people in your town.
And pasty liberals. Gotta have them.
And pasty liberals. So your town's a fucking shithole. Come on, man. Let's cut it up.
That we would shoot up holy ground. That we would be here. Man, it's the community. I know it's tough right now. I know that there's a lot of families and friends who are hurt right now. And I know a lot of them feel like they should do something. So I wanted to do something with you. I want you to call and tell us what you know. I need you to speak up and say something. They shot up the sanctuary today. And I know that a lot of people are hurting. Let me acknowledge that. I know that. But to go out there and retaliate doesn't make anything better.
Well, hold on. If you shot up like a bunch of my family and shit, and motherfuckers died and all this bullshit, like, and I'm a thug, this is not realistic, man. Because the level of brutality, because I'm going to show you the video, some of the videos that they got of this shit.
Just sent you a link. The funeral was somebody who was shot on October 15th.
Oh, the kid was shot on October 15th.
Just sent you the link. Just send it again.
Okay, thank you, man.
We don't want that. We want you alive. We want to make sure we're working with you. If you know something, anything, come forward and say something. This should have never took place today. And neither...
I'm not the smartest person on earth, right? I am the #1 stunner, but I'm not the smartest man on earth. But if I am in this man's shoes, what I do, I tell my police chief, everyone that has affiliation with any of these gangs, we're going and rounding all of their asses up right now. Everyone is getting arrested that we can prove are affiliate. You remember when Let 'Em Go Larry was on there talking about if you win the such and such gang, then you
out of
better.
town,
Yeah. So they know who's affiliated with each of the cliques, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling my police chief, I want all hands on deck, and I want everyone in every one of these gangs arrested and in our jail within the next 12 hours.
And you could legit do that for real.
Hell yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
But these people are dumbasses.
The weak.
They are weak dumbasses. They cannot even run their own damn households, let alone these cities.
Yeah, because that you gotta when they start doing shit like this, spraying churches, and this is like a landmark church in that city. There are funerals, just shooting random people and shit at the funeral, not even hitting anyone in specific, just shooting up the funeral. Yeah, you just can't have this, especially when it's not like somebody got a lot of feedback. Somebody got a lot of feedback.
It was probably me.
It's not like some lone wolf wrote a manifesto and came down there and that's all you have to worry about. This is a gang where it's them. This is going to have reverberations throughout this community as far as the retaliation and the get back and all that stuff for decades. You know what I mean? This is something that is a huge problem, man.
You know, like 10 years ago, this probably would have surprised me, man. But today, hell no. It's fucked up.
Yeah, which is sad.
And it's in the crown jewel of this area. They're continuously bringing violence to where all of the upper, middle, and upper class people live.
Mm-hmm. And this type of violence too. This ain't just like a robbery or something, or two sunmen bumped heads and shot it out. They sprayed a funeral and it just hit six people or more.
This is ridiculous, bro. And again, it can't be. You can't. There are remedies for this, but these people are too damn weak to do it. And I guarantee you, if they did what was necessary, they would stop the whole retaliation chain because they would at least get everybody off the streets who would actually be doing the shooting.
Yeah. He would not be. The sisters wouldn't like him. The other clergy wouldn't like him. All the activists wouldn't like him. You have to not worry about being popular with shit. That's what a lot of these people, because they're powered. They got power by getting votes, and they want to. And the shit you got to do, that shit you talking about, that's gonna lose you a lot of fucking votes.
Those people don't live in your neighborhood. This shit is in this man's neighborhood where his family sleeps.
Yeah.
It's beyond being popular because again, in the environment that we live in, give it a term or two and he can run and win again.
Yeah, we'll see. But this guy, he's trying to appeal to their morals.
He's
The
weak.
rest of the violent crimes that we've had to deal with. But we're here. And if we're going to heal this city, if we're going to heal the north side, it's because we work together. We need someone to come forward. Inbox me. Do whatever you need to do. Get to me or law enforcement and just let us know what you know. But anyway, we need you. We need you today.
They need you.
We need to make sure that this never happens again. And we will be working around the clock to do whatever's necessary to apprehend those that did this heinous thing today. But we need you. Please come forward. Please tell us what you know. It's the only way that we can get through this. If you want healing, we got to make sure we get through this. Let us know. I'm going to continue and continue to say it, that we can only get through this together if all of us are coming together. We need who knows what's going on to let us know. And please, don't retaliate, communicate. Don't go out there and take it upon yourself, because we never get justice that way. But if you work with us, if you talk to us, we will get justice and we will get healing. Thank you.
Question for you, Ak. You think this violence has come to their doorsteps because maybe one of the elite's children started beefing with some son teens that have brought it all the way back here?
You know what? I don't know. I mean, I think that they just had the funeral in this area probably because the guy was beloved and he probably needed a big place, a big church. The little old rinky-dink church around the way probably couldn't fit everybody, so he probably needed a big church, and they used this one, and maybe he's got like some upper crust black folk in his family that may have some ties to this church, and they may go to the church or whatever. They may have been able to secure it as a place for his funeral. Because that's probably how it happened. Just chance brings some men around, and then some men do what they do, and then this happens.
I'm not sure. I don't have all the evidence. What I'm asking for is peace tonight. What I'm asking for those families and friends who are hurting tonight, not to retaliate. When Pittsburgh police come back with everything, I'll know better. But it would be wrong for me to paint a picture I'm not sure of. Well, they have come forward. But we're dealing with something different. This is pure anger. This is anger. You made me mad, so I'm going to shoot. The tool of choice of killing is guns. I've been saying that from day one. I'm not going to waver from that. It's the truth. Too many guns on these streets. Too many guns in the wrong people's hands.
It's these guns.
I know
You gotta get these guns.
And they say people don't kill people, guns kill people. But guns is the tool of choice that's killing people. And until we can get some of these guns off our streets, law enforcement is working hard. You've seen how many guns they got off the streets this summer, and there's still more coming in. The more they get off, the more they come in. Is that frustrating? No, it just keeps us focused until we do all that we got to do to get these guns off the streets from a local level. But do we need the state too? Absolutely.
You're never gonna get all the guns off the street, you fucking moron.
No, and you see how excited he got when he got to talking about the guns. It's such a easy straw man argument.
Yeah,
that's why all of a sudden he became passionate, so he could look tough and shit.
Yeah, fucking idiot, man. Go get all the guns off the street, and then some fucking gun dealers just gonna come the next day. Even if they did, let's just say they got every fucking gun off the street. It's fucking Pennsylvania. The fucking next city over, they got a bunch of gun dealers that are bringing to fill it back up. It's insane, man. These people are fucking insane, man. This shit is insane.
You want to guess what party he's in?
Oh yeah. Well, you don't have to guess. He's black and he's a mayor. That's that lets you know everything.
People running for their lives, panicking.
You see this
video.
These motherfuckers don't have no fucking soul. They just.
Any middle school in Alderdice High School.
You hear that shit? You hear them guns going off?
Yeah.
Any middle school in Alderdice High School.
Look at what watch my boy right here. Yo, man, right here. You see him?
Yeah.
You see boys, Dr. Boys Watkins, man, over there. My man said, my man.
He thought Willie D came in telling me, where your wife at?
Look at this shit, man.
Have to go to bed now. See you later.
All right, man, take it easy.
Good night, man.
That dude's scared, man. And I feel him, man. That's real fear. That look in his eyes, that's fear. This right here, he a shooter. He gonna retaliate. He gonna retaliate right there. This one right here, he different. He got the Pooh Shiesty mask inside.
Yes, those dudes are specifically wearing masks to not be identified.
He's one of them dudes. When that kind of shit happens, everything slows down, man. He's aware.
Yeah. Wow, this had to be frightening to all the people like me. Like listen, man, I'm not in these. Listen, I'm fucking 44, man. Maybe when I was in my 20s, now like I'll be just like that guy right there.
Any middle school in Alderdice High School.
People running for their lives, panicking. This video from inside a church in Brighton Heights. A funeral was being live streamed when a barrage of bullets was fired right outside.
I don't know who did this, but whoever did this, let me tell you something. God gonna have his way with you because there was no reason for this to happen today.
The shooting prompted a massive police response. Officers from all over raced to the Destiny of Faith Church on Brighton Avenue. It's, of course, just the latest in a string of violent incidents in the city. In fact, that funeral was being held for a 20-year-old man who had been shot and killed in another mass shooting on the north side just 12 days ago.
Listen, man, we're different, man. We're different. We are different, man. There's nobody that can compete with this, man. No one even comes close. Within a civilized society, no one comes close. The only people that come close live in third world countries. No one in a civilized society can do it. Because Pittsburgh,
None.
is just a city that you don't hear rappers talking about Pittsburgh. You don't hear Pittsburgh talked about all the time. It's just everywhere we are. Like I even hear about Youngstown more than I hear Pittsburgh when I hear about hood shit. And like it's just crazy, man. He got killed in the mass shooting. Then there was a mass shooting at his funeral. Like, God, man, these people, it leaves you speechless, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I'm speechless, man.
It's, of course, just the latest in a string of violent incidents in the city. In fact, that funeral was being held for a 20-year-old man who had been shot and killed in another mass shooting on the north side just 12 days ago.
Police believe some type of neighborhood feud is fueling this violence. Police say 6 people were hurt in this shooting. 1 person was in critical condition at Allegheny General Hospital, but has been upgraded to stable. 5 others are also in stable condition. 1 of them was taken to Children's Hospital. KDKA's Andy Sheehan has been speaking with investigators and has the latest now on the investigation. Andy.
Christine, youth gun violence, kids with guns and ready to use them. It's become an epidemic in Pittsburgh and the region. It's not getting better, it's getting worse. Many times it involves rival groups, not organized gangs, but rival groups organized around turf or drugs. They get into these disputes. There's a shooting incident, there's retaliation, and there's retaliation against that. It started 2 weeks ago with a shooting on the north side outside of Sunoco Station in which This young man and two women victims, innocent bystanders, were killed. There appears to be.
Think about that. This guy was killed along with two women at a Sunoco. And then his funeral gets shot up. I mean, I'm not even. Oh shit! Yeah, and this will get no attention. This will get no attention, right? This story will get zero attention.
Zero.
No one will even know that this happened. It's insane. It's literally will be like this never fucking happened. Unfucking believable, man. Unfucking believable. Because this is a huge story, man. There's a mass shooting, 3 people get killed, a man and 2 women. Then at the funeral, there's another mass shooting. That's like Daily Mail type shit, or you know what I mean? Like something, but nothing, because it happens so often. There's so much shit going on in Blackistan that this story doesn't even make the fucking shade room or some shit, you know?
Again, it's a coordinated effort to make sure that the greater population is ignorant of all of this.
Yeah.
They have to keep them unknowing that this even is a thing at all.
Yeah, this shit is terrifying.
A retaliatory action last night in the Spring Hill neighborhood, and now this shooting today outside of this young man's funeral. A funeral for the victim of gun violence, itself disrupted by gunfire. Burst of 5 rounds, followed by 15 more. In their wake, 6 people are wounded. Suspected mourners of 20-year-old John Hornizes, killed last week in a gun battle outside the Sunoco station on the north side.
A gun battle, so he had a gun too. A gun battle. He was with the shits. He just lost the gun battle.
Commander, we believe this is related to the shooting outside the Sunoco station, the funeral for John Hornizes, the 20-year-old today.
It was his funeral that was taking place. As far as any of the relationships or what might have precipitated this shooting is still under investigation at this time.
Police now believe they have a turf war raging between rival groups that squared off that night at the Sunoco station. Police sources tell me those connected to the funeral victim fired shots at rivals last night in the Spring Hill neighborhood. And today may have been the latest retaliation.
Oh, so they shot up the other crew's spot last night. Wow. So at least the police know what's going on. They've got, tabs on the situation.
Yeah, they know at least how it's trending.
Wow. These some brave motherfuckers, man. These motherfuckers ain't scared to do no time. They ain't scared to, these motherfuckers ain't scared. These some dangerous motherfuckers. Back and forth.
In an escalating war. We're seeing some sort of turf battle or some sort of gang activity, neighborhood dispute.
So obviously, we believe there's a dispute going on. We're looking into that. We're going to utilize all the resources as we have been doing currently, and we'll continue to do so. There will be a strong police presence in the areas of concern that we believe are problem areas, so that we can hopefully, prevent anything further from happening at this time.
Last week's shooting shocked the city for taking the lives of 2 innocent women victims who have been waiting.
Oh, wow. The women were innocent. Oh, my God.
Last week's shooting shocked the city for taking the lives of 2 innocent women victims who have been waiting for a bus. Now police...
Oh, shit. They were waiting for a fucking bus. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. They're just waiting for a bus. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. God, that really hurts my heart because I know some men don't give a shit. They don't give a
Yeah, it's horrible. They're sitting there minding their own business and get caught in this neighborhood dispute, quote unquote.
Shit. Damn. Shit. Oh my God, man. That hurt my heart, man, to hear that. That dude.
Black is staying, man.
Damn. Just there. I want to get a picture of these chicks. Let me go to the gun memorial, man. Oh, man. Oh my God, man. Let me see if we can find pictures of these chicks. Is this them? Oh my God. Wow. You want to see these women?
Of course we do.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This shit. It's a big bowl of sad. Make sure you hit the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, guys. You can still hit the Super Chat over here. It's called Rumble Rants. It's very similar process. But look at these women right here, guys. Look at these women. This is one. This is one of the women. She was waiting at the bus stop. She was waiting at the bus stop.
59 years old.
Damn. And this is the other woman. She was waiting at the bus stop.
Damn.
Fine as frog hair, man. Damn. Just waiting at the bus stop, man. Somebody's lady just waiting at the bus stop. And she's fucking no longer here. She dead now. Damn. Wow. Wow. Just waiting at the bus stop.
And have nothing to do with nothing.
That shit's insane, man. That shit's crazy. That's crazy, my G. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. That is crazy, my G. That is them two. They got hit up 59 and 33 just sitting at the bus stop. And this fucking one of the eights that was shooting, he gets a funeral fit for a fucking dignitary and shit.
Right, they ain't even talked about.
He gets a funeral fit for a dignitary. Nobody knows where these fucking women are getting buried at. Shit. Unfucking believable, man. Jesus Christ. Just sitting at the fucking bus stop. Just sitting at the bus stop. Oh, you need the link? Y'all gotta tell me this shit. Y'all gotta tell me this shit, man.
So they set you down for a week?
Well, I mean, it's gonna be more than a week because I appealed it, and I know they're gonna take their time to deny my appeal. And then it doesn't start till they deny your appeal. So I gotta wait for the appeal for the week to start. If I would have known why they did it, I figured out why they did it early in the show because I played a video, and they were telling me not to play the video. It was the video of that guy talking about Kanye West's mother, and I think it belonged to somebody else because I didn't use the news story. I just used the video that somebody else had put up, and I guess that person didn't want their video used, and so they took the stream down. But I didn't know they had took the stream down because I was on StreamYard. I wasn't on YouTube, and so when they took the stream down, y'all, if I would have known, I'd have stopped playing the video, but I didn't know. So then they ended the stream after that, and gave me a strike for scamming and deceptive practices, all types of shit. I'm like, It's very confusing, man. I think that's why. It's very confusing, man. Yeah, what's up, guys?
What up? What up?
Yeah, they got me, man.
What up,
Damn.
BGC?
Right after me.
Bro, we got Jay-Z in the house.
Yeah. Have y'all
Yeah,
been?
man.
Hey, I ain't tripping though. I'm a vet, man. I've been through this so many times, man. I ain't tripping off this shit. But yeah, thank God for Rumble, man.
Yeah. Have you tried to stream off of Twitter too?
You can stream on Twitter?
Yeah, it's basically, I think it was called Periscope, but I think now it's just gonna be Twitter. But yeah,
Wow.
you can connect your Twitter and stream off of Twitter too. So
Wow, I didn't know that.
yeah, that's what I've been doing.
And how's the response been over there?
It's pretty dead right now, but
You
I don't really
any
have a
followers?
following. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have any followers. I got 68 followers.
Oh shit, I got like 700, but that ain't shit either. But yeah,
Hopefully Elon's gonna fix it.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for, man. I mean, that'd be nice. I'm glad he finally bought it. I was starting to get skeptical, but I'm glad he finally bought it.
I got suspended on Twitter, all right?
Oh
Because there was like the woke people were laughing at the one fireman that was defending the cashier, and they were all saying that's what he gets. So they could say that, but I can't fucking say shit though.
yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
What up, Wicked?
What up, family?
Yeah, the wicked, what you call it? The liberals get to say anything on those places, man.
100.
And
That's why they're
mean.
crying. That's why they're crying that your boy took it over, because they know that they're not going to have the advantage anymore.
Yeah.
You will hope not.
They're mean.
Yeah.
They're so mean and vile.
Right.
They're so disgusting and hateful. But yeah, this story right here hurts me, man. These two women got killed at a gas station, just at a bus stop, waiting for their bus. The two groups of Sunmen got in a shootout. And then 12 days later, the Sunman has a funeral, and the ops come to shoot up the funeral.
Damn. Yeah, I heard about that.
And it's 6 people shot. Damn, this shit right here. God damn, man. Shot these fucking women, man. Somebody got a lot of feedback. A hell of a lot of feedback. But, that's one of y'all. This shit is just sad. This shit is sad, man.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man. And they don't want this information to get out at all. That's the craziest part too.
Yeah, this one right here, though, it's like, just think about it, man. Waiting at a fucking bus stop, and you fucking, some Sunmen come through blazing at the gas station, and they probably didn't even know. They probably just heard the gunshots, and then, I mean, so fucking sad, man.
Pull up and air it out. You heard that song?
Nah, who sang that?
I think it's 21 Savage.
Oh wow! Pull up and air it out. Yeah, these young people nowadays, they're listening to that shit, and they're already demons. They're already terrible people, and they're listening to that shit.
21 Savage and Young Nudie. I pull up and air it out. Pull up and air it out. Came out in 2015.
Wow.
Yo, a 21 Savage line I heard recently, about his AK.
Mm-hmm.
That it's the KKK because they hate some words or something.
Damn.
Hate niggas. Yep.
Damn.
I was like, God damn.
Yeah,
But that's not you, I bet.
Yeah, and the guy who owns the record company, or his A&R, or the guy who runs the label is a fucking Jewish guy who doesn't
Shocker. Surprise.
doesn't give two shits. Doesn't give two shits that he's putting that type of shit up.
Nah, he's laughing his ass off.
Exactly. He was like, that was actually a
prevent
good
anything
fun.
further from happening at this time.
Last week's shooting shocked the city for taking the lives of 2 innocent women victims who had been waiting for a bus. Now police are alerting the public about this raging war. Are you concerned about, and will you warn the neighborhood here on the north side about an escalation after this?
Obviously, yeah, we need to get together and coordinate all of our efforts and all the information that we have so that we, anything that needs to be put out, obviously we'll make sure that that gets put out.
But these shootings tend to go on unabated. This is a danger not only to these kids, these people themselves, but to innocent bystanders. People that were mourning today at this funeral had nothing to do with this dispute between these neighborhood groups. Commander Richard Ford putting out a warning.
Just think about it. So if the 6 people that were shot at the funeral and those 2 women that were shot, so think about it. Of the 9 people that were shot in this war in the last 2 weeks, 8 of them were innocent. That's unacceptable, man. That's completely unacceptable. I can see 1 or 2, 8 of the 9 people shot in this war between these 2 cliques are innocent bystanders.
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck.
That goes back to what I was saying earlier. You have to just go and arrest everyone that is affiliated with these groups.
Round them up.
You have to have a roundup and you have to sit them down. And that's what stops it.
Yeah, this is unacceptable. Like you can't have this, man.
Continue our coverage tonight with Jennifer Barrasso. She has been at Allegheny General Hospital all day long as doctors treat the victims. Jen?
That's right. I just checked in with AGH spokesperson Dan Laurent, and he tells me that all 5 shooting victims are still being treated here at the hospital, and the person who is in critical condition and is still in critical condition just got out of surgery. And just to give you some perspective, we talked to a man who was at his great-nephew's funeral. He never would have thought he would end up here at AGH after 2 of his relatives were shot, and an AGH critical doctor telling reporters that multiple people, those victims, had multiple gunshot wounds. After a mass shooting outside a Pittsburgh funeral, AGH president and critical care physician Dr. Amran Quadr briefed reporters on the 5 shooting victims being treated here. He says 4 are in stable condition, 1 in critical condition, and is still undergoing surgery.
We first received an alert at about 12:13, and within 10 minutes we received the patients.
How come melanin don't hurt them? Melanin don't hold them back, man.
Great question.
I mean, I know you got good hair. Maybe it's the good hair, man. But I don't know, man.
It's gonna hurt them, Mike, if they walking around place around town, you know? It's gonna hurt them, all right?
This guy comes over here and he's a surgeon, a top flight surgeon. Because if you're in a city like Pittsburgh, you are a fucking hell of a surgeon. Because the Sun Man gets only the best in America, as we saw in the live stream the other day. Only the best for the Sun Man in America. So if you're a surgeon. If you're a surgeon in Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Cleveland, New York, blah, 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 you're fucking great because you're getting all the work. They're coming in fucking 10 a day sometimes.
There were 5 patients, 1 critical, 4 stable. We were at level 1 trauma center, and we were ready for the
level 1 trauma center
response. We stabilized the patients quickly.
Did each shooting victim suffer multiple gunshot wounds?
I can't give you the details, but some of them, yes.
A little scared, yeah. Then my niece is in there shot, and my great nephew's in there shot.
2 of the victims being treated right now is related to Darnell Harris. He was inside Destiny Faith Church for his great-nephew's funeral, 20-year-old John Hornez, when gunfire erupted.
They was doing service talking the eulogy or...
Eulogy?
Yeah, they were doing that. And all of a sudden we heard gunfire. They just said gunfire, had to bang on the door, and then all of a sudden you hung gunfire, and everybody started dropping to the floor.
Harris tells me bullets hit two of his relatives, his 57-year-old niece and 24-year-old nephew, both standing outside. His niece was shot in the leg, foot, and hand. Her husband drove her to the hospital. Harris is still stunned and is shocked by these shootings.
This is just senseless to me. It's like y'all doing senseless stuff here. You know what I mean? I was born and raised here, but I don't live here no more. But this is crazy. Man. It's just crazy.
And Harris tells me that he does believe this was a targeted shooting. Earlier tonight, we saw Mayor Ed Gainey. He stopped by here, meeting with some of the shooting victims and their families. Reporting live, Jennifer Barrasso, KDK.
Unfucking believable, man. Just the level of he's taking it so well, right? Like some people take this stuff so well. It's like he didn't act like, you know, he wasn't acting like his niece and his nephew had just been shot at a funeral. He took that shit so well, man.
Niggas be taking that shit to the chin, chalking it up to the game.
Yeah, chalking it up to the street, just talking it to the game.
He even had a little smirk on his face, like he was happy to be on the camera and shit.
Right, it's crazy. This is bizarre, man. I mean, it's just so fucking bizarre, man. Every level of this community is strange, man. Sometimes I can't believe I lived
Jody
in that.
PXI now.
I can't believe I lived in this community, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. It's like I can't imagine. I can't believe I went to school
In the
every
last
day.
few hours, Pittsburgh
You were like
came
a
to
fish in
arrive
water?
at AGH to visit with the victims and their families.
No, I mean I didn't think like I do now necessarily.
Man, that's what I'm saying, though. You know, like a fish in water.
Oh yeah, fish in water. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, it's just strange people, man.
Families. All 6 victims, we are being told, are now in stable condition. One of them had been in critical condition, but is improving. And that funeral that was going on at the time of the shooting was for this man that you see on your screen right there. His name is John Hornizes. He is one of 3 people killed in another shooting that happened earlier this month along Cedar Avenue on the north side. Police found Hornizes shot in a park across the street. 2 innocent women who were just waiting for the bus at the time were also hit by bullets and died. Channel 11's Amy Hudak continues our Team 11 coverage at 6.
And she is live after talking with the funeral director about the chaos there. Amy.
David and Lisa, you could see the faces of those people on the live stream, and it was quite horrifying for them what they were experiencing. And when they spilled out onto the sidewalk, we were here seeing them in the moments after they walked out of the front and side doors of the Destiny of Faith Church. They say they were still trying to process what happened. They couldn't even really process where the gunshots were coming from. And then they finally came out. This whole area was surrounded by police. Evidence markers littered the sidewalks in the front of the church, and they were just left wondering what happened and who pulled the trigger.
Whoever did this, let me tell you something. God gonna have his way with you.
Inside this church, as a funeral service was underway for a 20-year-old who died in a shooting, families say they heard a barrage of gunfire, 40, 50, maybe even 60 rounds they recall. Families, including children and the elderly, hid under pews.
A funeral, that's
You wasn't nowhere near that many.
nothing is sacred that you would come in here and blast it up or shoot outside. This makes no sense.
People saying their final goodbyes raised concerns about men in ski masks coming and going towards the start of the service and chatter about something about to go down.
Oh shit! Okay, so yeah, you got men in ski masks coming through and talking about something about to go down. That's your cue to leave, man. Yeah, I mean these people.
They don't watch our channel.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true.
If we get banned for a week, I mean, how many people's lives are in danger?
Right, facts, man. Like once I was seeing that shit and heard that shit, I'd grab my fan. I'm like, I wouldn't even went out the front because you might walk right into it. You know what I'm saying? I'd have just been like, yo, let's go out the fucking bathroom. Is there another exit here? Because it's like, yo, you can't just take that shit lightly. Because some people like to be like, oh, that's just the talk. Yeah, okay, say you leave and nothing happens. Some people act like, man, we left and ain't nothing even happened. So, like, I would rather leave and nothing happen than, like, feel like, oh, I left and nothing happened, so I did something wrong. Fuck that. I would have left.
You're not allowed to judge the Sunteen until you're staring down his barrel.
Yeah. And then he's smiling and shit. Got that sick, lifeless smile. He's smiling, but his eyes are dead. That little smile these Sunteens got, that shit is crazy.
Church's director says training from Pittsburgh police on active shooter situations was put to test, and it worked.
We learned how to secure the building, which we did. When it happened, we secured so nobody would go out the front. And our trustees, we did everything right. There's nothing else we could have done. It's just a travesty.
Outside, a hearse was surrounded by police tape, evidence markers sitting in the exact spot where dozens of rounds were fired, and a mayor and the community coming together to say enough.
This isn't the way. This isn't the way. This is out of hand, and it's constantly going on.
It's out of hand, and it's constantly going on.
Because she's
right
too
here at the
old
intersection
to
of
be
Brighton Road and Benton Avenue, you can see some of those city cameras and even the shot spotter box that basically...
You see them tennis shoes on the power line, man. That's a rough hood right there. That's a rough neighborhood. Man, you got shot spotters and cameras. Nothing stops these people. Nothing stops them. They can't be... Let's see what else is going on, man.